July 19th, 1969. The waters of the Gulf of Suez are calm, but beneath the surface, shadows move with silent precision. Israel's elite special forces are on their way to execute one of the most daring raids in military history, Operation Bulmus 6. In the aftermath of the 1967 Six-Day War, tensions between Israel and Egypt remained high. A war of attrition had begun, characterized by raids, artillery strikes, and aerial skirmishes. One such Egyptian raid killed 7 Israeli soldiers and took several prisoners. In response, the Israeli leadership sought an equally bold counterstrike, one that would send a clear message to Egypt while crippling their early warning and intelligence capabilities. The target, Green Island, located just off the Egyptian coast near Suez, was more than just a fortress. Once a British military outpost, it had been reinforced with thick stone walls, heavy machine guns, anti-aircraft cannons, and a garrison of elite Egyptian commandos. The Egyptians believed it was impenetrable, but Israel's naval commandos, Shayetet 13 and Special Forces Unit, Sayeret Matkal, were about to prove them wrong. The planned 2 teams, 2 phases. The first phase, consisting of 25 Shayetet 13 commandos under Captain Dov Bar, would infiltrate the island by swimming from their boats under the cover of darkness. They would secure an entry point and create an opening for the second phase. 20 operators from Sayeret Matkal, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Ze'ev Almog. The second team would land once the initial force had breached the defenses, reinforcing the attack and ensuring total control of the island. The infiltration. At 10:30 p.m., the first group swam the final 900 meters to the island. Using rebreathers, they submerged, surfacing near the bridge that connected the fort to the mainland. Moving with the utmost stealth, they cut through the barbed wire. But then, disaster struck. A guard, alerted by the rustling of the wire, lobbed a grenade toward the intruders. The explosion wounded Lieutenant Elan Agozi, breaking the silence of the operation. Immediately, the Egyptian garrison went on high alert. Recognizing that secrecy was no longer an option, a second Israeli unit stationed offshore opened fire, launching rocket-propelled grenades to distract the defenders. With the Egyptian attention divided, the first group pushed forward. Breaching the walls, they engaged in brutal close-quarters combat, clearing room after room with AK-47s, grenades, and sheer aggression. The defenders fought back fiercely, hurling grenades and firing from fortified positions. In one instance, an Israeli commando threw a grenade into a machine gun nest, only for the Egyptians to throw it back. Thinking quickly, the soldier kicked it away just in time before it exploded. The reinforcements arrive. At 1:30 a.m., the second wave, Sayeret Matkal, landed. Their primary mission was to reinforce the now exhausted Shayetet 13 commandos, tend to the wounded, and press the attack to secure the remaining anti-aircraft positions. As the battle raged, both sides suffered heavy casualties. Captain Ehud Ram was killed by anti-aircraft fire. Meanwhile, an Israeli commando, wounded and under heavy fire, struggled to set the final explosives meant to destroy key enemy positions. The Egyptian artillery on the mainland was beginning to respond, with shells landing ever closer to the island. The withdrawal, with time running out and their objectives mostly completed, the Israeli commanders ordered a withdrawal. Explosives were set beneath the anti-aircraft cannons, and as the final boats departed, the charges detonated, leaving behind a scene of destruction. As Israeli forces pulled back, Egyptian artillery, now fully engaged, inadvertently bombarded their own devastated fort.